What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. I'm Alex Hodgson, and today we will be doing another episode of Roblox Airplane Simulator.
This is his friend Billy.
Yeah, it's my friend Billy. This is the first episode of a Roblox game on my new Roblox profile, and today we will be flying if I could find it, the first supersonic jet-powered aircraft ever built, the Bell X-1. Do some flying around in this, see how it runs. Let's get into the action. Alright. For those of you who don't know much about this plane, this is a plane built and flown by a man named Chuck Yeager. I don't know whether it was built in the 50s and 60s or the 60s and 70s, but I know that Chuck Yeager was the name of the man who built and flew this aircraft, and it became the first airplane to ever break the sound barrier, first jet-powered airplane to break the sound barrier. Pretty cool looking plane, I think. My mom had a UFO story. She had a whole bunch of ghost stories and UFO stories. And one of her UFO stories was involved a UFO or unidentified flying object that looked very much like this plane. I remember me and her were reading a book about airplanes. My mom said, that looks like that thing that I saw when I was a kid in Virginia. And then I told my mom, that's the Bell X-1 prototype. That's the first supersonic aircraft. My mom said, well, it looks like some UFO that I saw when I was a kid. She told me the story. And what she drew a picture of looked very much like this plane. I don't know if it was a prototype government aircraft. Its design was based off of this plane. I don't really want to get into the whole UFO thing. So I don't know what they are myself. I remember reading about this airplane in a book, and I found out that it was the first supersonic aircraft ever built. I never thought I would be flying it in a video game. I know there was an episode of that little kids TV show that used to come on PBS called Hey Arthur, where Arthur has a die-cast model of this airplane that he puts together, and his sister DW breaks it. And he gets mad at his sister for breaking his model airplane. And I was looking at that on another YouTube video, and I got to looking at it. I was like, hey, I know that plane. That's the Bell X-1. And sure enough, Bell X-1, an episode of model airplane, the Bell X-1, in an episode of Hey Arthur. This plane right here, I think it looks pretty cool. It's flying a Russian fighter jet called the Sukhoi Su-30. Not Sukhoi Su-30. And for those of you who know a lot about the Sukhoi fighter jets, the Russian Sukhoi fighter jets, they're very maneuverable. And they can do the Cobra maneuver and stuff. So last night when I was playing this game, beating these cargo missions left and right, because I was able to get no more than 50 feet up off the ground and do a Cobra maneuver. and then shoot right back up into the air to be in order to beat these cargo missions. So right here I have to reach an altitude of 3,000 feet, and yeah, I just hit 3,000 feet.
An airplane is flying.
The Bell X1, same one I was flying. Yeah. Cruising at about 475 knots, so that I won't reach 4,000 feet now, so that I can get my level up. I forgot left 9. Speed up. Thruster so that I can get here faster. Turn up the juice. The thing I noticed about this airplane is the same color orange as nearly the same color orange as the Dodge Charger from Dukes of Hazzard. Just about the same color orange, kind of a Hemi orange. And it also kind of looks like something Dukes of Hazzard would ride around in if they were aviators instead of moonshiners and driving cars and stuff. Or he's a big guy, big fat guy that wears a lot of white clothes and drives a white car. Yeah. This plane is definitely not that SU-30 I was flying.
We was at the hotel.
Finally got scoop.
We was at the hotel. We was at the This time we
finally got it figured out. Slow, slow, slow. Dang it. Invade mode. And do a loop. Turn on the jets, loop around. It won't let me. Thing. It's not letting me go into a loop. Dive straight down. It wouldn't let me throw the plane into a loop like in. I'm just gonna land it and do it that way. Alright, I finally got that. I had to land it because it wouldn't let me swoop down and pick up the cargo, so I had to land it. Take off, and the air again. Slow down. I'm just gonna go ahead and land it because I already know how it's gonna go over the trucks down and pick we got the cargo. Alright. The one that I fly through the too fast. The airplane looks like a right. So on that level. Pass by the control tower. Land. That's another one I beat. I think that's the same one I just did that I beat. We didn't land. I got it easier to fly, but now it's hard to fly. Alright, so I got that level beat. Slow down now. Alright. Shut the engines right off. Land. Dang. Literally floats in midair. Floating in midair. Wow. I guess this thing can do a cobra maneuver if you push it hard enough. That was literally a cobra maneuver in the first supersonic aircraft ever built. Yeah, but I thought I couldn't pull this plane into a cobra maneuver and I came close to it. Alright, that's the end of that. Hop out of the plane. Land it right here in the hangar. Exit the plane. So that's all the time I got for this video. Thank you for watching. Feel free to post a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.